Hey, this is Miss Landau. Today we're going to talk about converting units. The standard we're working on today says convert among different sized standard measurement units, for example, kilometers, meters, centimeters, kilograms, grams, pounds and ounces, liters, milliliters, hours, minutes, and seconds. Within a given measurement system, for example, convert 5 centimeters to 0.05 meters, and use these conversions in solving multi-step, real-world problems. The essential question I want you to think about today during our lesson is, how can I convert measurements to help me solve real-world problems? It's time to turn on that brain. Activate your knowledge now. What does milli mean? Kilo? Deci? Take a minute to think about that. Remember in class we talked about all of these words and more with something that looked similar to this graphic organizer. We talked about how King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. That stands for kilo, hecto, deca, the base unit, deci, centi, and milli. We used this chart to help us convert measurements. We can refer back to this chart today during our lesson, and that might help you out with some of your practice problems too. Let's try it. This question was found at cpongs.org. Raleigh made a piñata for her birthday party. The candy inside the piñata weighs 3.3 kilograms. If each piece of candy weighs 12 grams, how many pieces of candy are inside the piñata? I'm going to make this question a little bit smaller so that I have more room to work. I know that Raleigh's candy weighs 3.3 kilograms, but that doesn't really help me in kilograms because the candy's weight is in grams right now. So I'm going to have to convert kilograms to grams. If I have 3.3 kilograms and I have 12 grams, let's see how many grams are in 3.3 kilograms. If I look at my graphic organizer over here, it shows me that from the base unit to kilo, I have a few steps. So I have the base unit here, this is grams, and then I have to go 1, 2, 3 steps to get to kilo. Okay, so if I have my base unit as 3.3 and I want it to be grams instead of kilograms, I need to go 1, 2, 3 places over. Okay, get rid of this so that I can do my work. And I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind that I need 3 steps to go from kilograms to grams. Okay, so I'm going to take my 3.3 kilograms and I'm going to move my decimal place over 1, 2, 3 steps. I'm going to need 2 zeros in the back of there. Now I have 3,300. This is 3,300 grams. The whole piñata weighs 3,300 grams. And each piece of candy weighs 12 grams. So to figure out how many pieces of candy are inside the piñata, all I need to do is divide 12 into 3,300. Okay, let's do some long division. I can't put 12 into 3, so I'm going to go ahead and put 12 into 33. I know that 12 times 2 is 24. I can't subtract 4 from 3, so I'm going to make this 13 by borrowing a 10 from the 3 and making that a 2. Now I have 13 minus 4 is 9, and 2 minus 2 is nothing. Bring down the 0. I'm not sure how many times 12 goes into 90, so I'm going to do some multiplication over here on the side to help me figure that out. I'm just going to go ahead and try 7 here. I'm going to do 12 times 7 to see what I get. 2 times 7 is 14. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Okay? And I'm going to see if I could add another 12 to that to do 12 times 8, if that would fit into 90. But I know that that would be 96, so that wouldn't fit into 90. So I'm going to go ahead and write a 7 up here, because I know that 7 times 12, now I know that is 84. And when I subtract that, I borrow a 10 from the 9, that turns into an 8, and then I do 10 minus 4 is 6, 8 minus 8 is nothing, bring down this last 0, 12 into 60, I'm pretty sure is 5, but I'm going to double check over here just to be positive. 12 times 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 more is 6, 60, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and write a 5 up here. Okay, 5 times 12 is 60. When I subtract 60 from 60, I get nothing. Okay, so my answer is 275, and don't forget your units. We did 3,300 grams divided by 12 grams, and we got 275. So 275, it's not grams because we're not seeing how much it weighs. We're seeing how many pieces of candy are inside the piñata. So don't forget those units. Make sure you write it on there. 275 pieces. Okay? I'm going to write 275 pieces, and I'm going to circle my answer since I have so much on this page already. Okay. Now it's your turn to practice. This is your question. At a party, Ziva wants each balloon to have a string that is 250 centimeters long. The string she wants to buy comes in rolls of 30 meters. How many rolls of string does Ziva need to buy if she plans to have 36 balloons at the party? These units are different, so be careful. We have 250 centimeters long on each balloon, but they come in rolls of 30 meters. Think about how many rolls of string Ziva needs to buy if she plans to have 36 balloons at the party. If you need to screenshot your work like this to work on it in Notability, that is okay. I'm going to go ahead and make it a little smaller though in case you need more room to work like I did. Once you've completed your work on Notability and circled your answer, you may send it to me by email or put it on our Google Drive. See you guys next time. I need to go get some more coffee.